Devil's giving talent, balls were just too late. So they try to put me down, but it makes me more ambitious. Success is sweet, but revenge is so delicious. Haters gonna hate.
What's going on, guys? Strider's back with another pre-game stats breakdown. Starting off on the red team, we're going to have Ezreal, Caitlyn, Lee Sin, Janna, and Jayce versus the blue team, who has Lulu, Diana, Draven, Nautilus, and Blitzcrank. So starting right off at the top lane, we're going to have Jayce versus Diana. Now, Jayce mains mid, while Diana also mains mid. Both these champions can be played mid or top, so it's really hard to say who has the advantage. Jayce has been played by this person 34 times, where Diana has been played by this person 44 times. That's also pretty close. The overall win percentage, though, is where the difference lies. Jayce has a 54.52 average, where Diana has a 63.86. So I think I'm definitely going to have to go with Diana on this one. Then if we go into the mid lane, we're going to have Caitlyn versus Lulu. Now, Caitlyn mains 80 carry, while Lulu mains mid, so this should give Lulu a pretty big advantage. Caitlyn's been played by this person 98 times, where Lulu's been played by this person 255 times. I think I'm definitely going to have to give the advantage to Lulu on this one. Then if we go into the jungle, we're going to have Lee Sin versus Nautilus. Both of them main jungle, so there's not going to be much of a difference. Lee Sin has been played by this person 151 times, which is a lot of games, while Nautilus has only been played by this person 15 times. So again, I think I'm going to have to go with Lee Sin on this one, just because of the sheer amount of experience. If we go into the bottom lane, last but not least, we're going to have Ezreal versus Draven. Now, Ezreal mains 80 carry, and so does Draven. Again, no big difference there. Ezreal's been played by this person 93 times, where Draven's been played by this person 147 times, which is a pretty drastic increase, but not big enough, I think, at that point in time. So Ezreal has a 58.82% average of winning, where Draven has a 56.08%, so I think I'm going to have to go with Ezreal on this one. Then if you throw in the supports, we're going to see Janna versus Blitzcrank. Now, Janna mains support, and so does Blitzcrank, so no one's going to have a big advantage there. But Janna's been played by this person 35 times, where Blitzcrank has been played by this person 78 times, giving Blitzcrank a little bit more of an advantage as well. Even though Ezreal is such a pretty... Well, yeah, he's a pretty big counter for Blitzcrank, so I think I'm still going to have to give this to Janna a little bit. Janna and Ezreal on that bottom lane. But if you add up all the wins and losses that everyone has on each team, you'll see that the red team has a 58.22% chance of winning on average, where the blue team has an average of 58.20% chance of winning. So a 0.02% lead in favor of the red team. This really could go either way. So let's go ahead and get in the game and see what happens. Hey, what's up, everyone? Strider's back with another episode of the Diamond League. For some reason, not many of the regular players are playing right now, I guess you could say. I know that CLG is testing out their new lineup, and they're going against from Maple Street's team. I totally spaced on what their team name is, but they're doing some scrims right now, and they're not allowing me to spectate, which is very depressing, even though they're streaming. Selfish bastards. No, it's fine. But yeah, that occupies 10 people that are normally playing, that are I know all of you guys want to see, and of course I want to see as well. Chris Altec, I don't think that guy does anything else with his entire life. And I don't actually know if anyone's gone over this, but does anyone know if the organization or the team gets any part of the revenue from those skins? Like the TPA Ezreal? I'm not sure if they do or not, but I think that would be a really cool incentive or something bonus to get like your team on there. I don't know. Just a question, if anyone knows the answer. I want to say it was probably brought up before, because I believe at one point in time there was other games that started doing that. Like, you could get community voted and get something in-game, and you would get part revenue of it from because the community voted it to be a good idea or something like that. I don't remember. Either way, I think it's really cool. I do enjoy it. Ooh, have a Janna? I haven't seen a Janna in a while. I like Janna. I still think she's an amazing support. She was my first love. I'm just kidding. No, as far as supports go, she was definitely my best. I used to play Zillion support for a while. He was really good back before like anybody really knew how to play. He's starting to get a little bit better now. Almost every AD carry is actually running a little bit lifesteal instead of like a ton of health potions like boots and 3 pots. And a lot of supports are not healers anymore. So he can actually make a resurgence. I would like to see. I mean, he was never a popular AP support, but he was much more popular mid for a while from Alex Each. I know played him a few times, but kind of stopped. I still think he's one of the most powerful champions in the game, but you definitely need other AP carries than just him. Ooh, Shock Blast looks like it did not get that other golem, which is kind of depressing. He really needs to make sure that he hits them both next time. Blue team kind of exchanging tanks just a little bit. Zekent doing a great job so far, as always. Stealing one of the CS golems, stealing one of the golems for CS. Luckily it wasn't the big one, so it doesn't matter that much. Lee Sin getting a really early red buff, actually starting at red. And it looks like Nautilus is doing the same thing. Wow, we could have a very aggressive early game. That's exactly what that means. Both of these champions really want to do some early ganking. Either that or Lee Sin wants to do some counter ganking, or counter jungling. Which is always a good idea because Nautilus is still very squishy in the jungle early game. And he's doing a great job. So he may try to go for that red buff right after he's done. But that entire bottom jungle is warded by both teams, or the bottom river. There's almost no way for Lee Sin to get over there. And I don't know if they actually saw him go through there. Ooh, Lee Sin trying to go in, trying to see if he's still at that blue buff area, but we could have a little bit of action. Nautilus and Lee Sin are going to collide, and this could be quite a bad situation. And wow, Jayce comes in with a nice smash into the wall. And the red buff isn't going to be enough. Yes, that is going to be first blood, and he doesn't want to give up that double buff. So what is he doing, ScubaChris? Get out of there, bro. Get out of there, bro. Yeah, that would have been horrible. If Lee Sin gave up double buffs and gave them to Diana, oh god, that would have been a freaking nightmare. Jayce is going to have to throw in the acceleration to try to get out of there. Oh, Lulu's actually going mid and doing a great job against the Caitlyn. But Caitlyn's also an odd choice to go mid. I was almost positive that Ezreal would have went mid. I wouldn't necessarily say he's a better mid champion. I just think he's a little bit more practical. They both have escapes though, so it's not like anything super crazy. But I just think Ezreal's a tad bit more reliable as a solo laner, just because he has more spammable poke. I think Caitlyn's a lot better with the support, especially with the Janna. The attack damage you get from Janna's shield is just really good, especially if you have a headshot proc. Every time you have a headshot proc, you just have Janna shield you and you can do some damage. Ooh, a nice grab going on. Janna's going to shield herself. Is she going to be able to get her? She's going to flash. That's a lot of auto attack damage with those bleeds coming from Draven. Is it going to be enough? Yes, it will be, but Lee Sin is going to pick up the Draven in the end. Doing a great job. Ezreal picks up the assist, and so does Janna. Ooh, Nautilus making an appearance right away. They're definitely not looking forward to fighting that fight. Oh, I'm worried about Ezreal. If he gets grabbed, that's a lot of CC with Nautilus and Blitzcrank. That's Hook City. Ooh, wow. Lulu does a ridiculous amount of damage right now. She's actually going AP, it seems. So her Glitter Lance is a nice little chunk of damage. Nautilus is coming up towards mid. Is he going to be able to get the hook off onto Caitlyn? That is the question. They pinged her off, but wow, Nautilus, he wasn't spotted out, but Caitlyn is really hugging that top part of the lane. Very unfortunate. Wow. Lee Sin once again coming in bottom 4. The gank doing a great job. Forcing the flash is going to be Janna with that tornado. Beautiful play. If Blitzcrank would have got caught out by the tornado, most likely he would have died. It was almost a guaranteed death. Jayce going right for that really early Tear of the Goddess, as expected. Caitlyn's in such a dirty position. I really don't... I think they should switch, honestly. I mean, their CS is the same, so that means that Lulu isn't doing significantly better, but Lulu's doing a fantastic job with those Glitter Lances, just putting it on minion and then sniping it out far. That's a really dangerous position for Caitlyn to be in. Lulu's going to be able to get quite a bit of damage onto this tower, I think. Ooh. Yeah. Good choice, Ecko. That could be a really dangerous situation. Oh, Jayce, he checks the brush with a shock blast, but it's not going to happen. A beautiful hook from Nautilus. That's going to be a moonfall and a great job, but the red team is coming in with as many souls as they can. The flash from Nautilus isn't going to be enough. They're not able to catch up to Jayce. Oh my gosh. He gets it, but Lulu's going to be able to flash over that Wraith wall and pick up the kill. Beautiful play by the blue team. They were able to get 2 assists as well as that kill, of course. Lulu did have to use her flash for it, so it could be dangerous, but Lulu's going to have to go back soon anyway, and any time that she spends not in lane, yes, it's going to be bad for her CS, but at the same time, it's going to be good for waiting for her flash to come back up. Oh, Lee Sin is completely caught out of position. Nice moonfall and a beautiful hook. That is an easy pickup. Actually ends up giving the red buff over to Diana. And that's not really a good thing, especially after Diana hits level 6, because once she hits level 6, that gap is closed. And she's going to have another gap closer just in case you decide to flash away. And then she's going to perpetually slow you with that red buff. And, of course, the true damage always helps. When Diana is at level like 6 and 7, she doesn't typically insta-get people. Oh, that was really close. Ezreal playing with fire. But at the same time, we all know that Ezreal's little arcane shift does immune the grabs effect, which is very annoying sometimes if you play Blitzcrank. He's like the only champion that does that. They have 2 hooks though, so they can easily change. The blue team can easily take team fights from a standstill into basically like a 2v5 if they're lucky, or a 1v5 pretty heavily. Jayce doing a pretty good job at leveling up his Tear of the Goddess. It is relatively stacked. He's going to be the only one of this game actually getting that tier. He's at 192 of 750. So definitely not everywhere he needs to be. Ooh, a nice Dragon's Rage onto Draven. Draven's going to try to flash away. The Blitzcrank hook actually not going to be enough. And that is going to be a dredge line, knocking up 2 members of the red team. Now, are they going to continue to fight this out? Janna does have the capability to throw in some shields, and so does... Uh-oh. This is still a dangerous position. He does have his arcane shift if they try to get a grab, but oh man, this is not a good situation for Jayce either. Jayce is going to do as much damage as he can, but that red buff is too much of a slow. He's not able to get out even with the acceleration gate, and she should be able to close the gap. No, she wasn't. She must have used both procs of her ult. Yeah, it looks like she did. Lulu once again just doing a ridiculous amount of damage to this mid tower. Most likely she will be taking it down pretty soon. Oh, Janna getting caught out of position. Oh, is Ezreal going to be able to fix that up with the ignite? It doesn't look like it. Draven, one more auto attack is going to take down that Janna. And yeah, Nautilus will end up surviving. Great play by Nautilus. He does have those boots of mobility as well, so his threat to lanes are going to be freaking extreme. Lee Sin going directly on Lulu. She is going to... Oh, man. The Tempest at 90 caliber net didn't go over. Boop. Sniper. Not quite doing it. Ezreal. Oh, just barely misses. That would have been beautiful. Lee Sin safeguards to way too many, and this is going to be enough. This could be bad. No, there's no 90 caliber net. There's no 90 caliber net. Oh, very disappointing, but great play. I thought Diana was actually going to risk trying to ult onto that. Oh, no, Ezreal does get grabbed, but Blitzcrank is going to tank that tower for it. I don't know if that was worth it since he was still able to get an arcane shift off. Ooh, the ultimate from Draven, but the shield is going to come out from Janna, preventing all the damage, actually. Every single little bit of it. Hits him twice, too. Ooh, Janna gets a nice slow as well as a tornado, and this could be a very dangerous situation for Draven. Yes, he does going down. And is it going to be enough to take down him as well? Does he have his barrier? No, he does not have his mana shield. Very unfortunate, but great play by Ezreal and Janna. Ended up getting the double kill. And oh no, Caitlyn once again is getting completely shoved out of lane by the Lulu. Nice ignite going on to Jayce. Jayce isn't going to be able to get away. It's just one more crescent slash. Oh, not quite. Does she have flash? She does have flash. Yep. Figured that was going to happen. Bing! Janna looks, yeah, she's just gonna steal the minion. She doesn't really care about pushing or putting any damage on the tower, it seems. She's very content with just farming off this Jayce. Granted, she only has 4 more CS, but she does have 3 kills up on him, which is a very dangerous situation for them to be in. Blue team at the same time is gonna be taking the dragon. And wow, a hook going right onto the wall, just barely missing Ezreal. Ezreal is in a very bad position. That's going to be a dredge line, and a beautiful job by Janna doing as much work as she can. Ooh, gets a really nice glitter lance onto Janna. Janna's falling as she's trying to run away as fast as possible. Is he going to be able to get it? Oh, wow, beautiful play. Draven actually does end up getting the assist, but Lulu picks up the kill. Lulu's doing a great job as well. She has 3 kills herself. And Diana going directly onto Caitlyn. Blue team takes down the first tower of the game. It's going to be that bottom tower. And unlike most games, they end up taking the dragon before the tower. It's a very odd choice, but no, it does happen from time to time. Ooh, nice safeguard from Lee Sin. He's not going to be able to get away, though. There's going to be a really instantaneous flash coming out. Oh, Blitzcrank grab just barely missed. And the traps are going to be a little bit too much for Diana to chase through. Great play. Great escape. Oh. I was like, oh, they're going for them. Now this is like, where'd the blue buff go? Hey guys, where'd the blue buff go? He smited it, which I don't necessarily know if I agree with. I think Diana would have been better off with that blue buff. And Diana is going to try to close the gap as much as possible. She is going to throw on that moonfall and get a nice little slow, and Caitlyn's just going to accept her defeat. Ooh, a nice flash coming out from Caitlyn. Oh, there's no way. Is that going to happen? She gets 90 caliber net over. Wow, she gets the acceleration gate. Oh my god, did she survive? Does she survive? That is the question. No, there's no way. Yeah, I'm like, there's no way that that's gonna happen. That was really close though. It was kind of funny. Ooh, a nice try by Lulu getting the pop-up, but it's not going to happen. It looks like she may just tank the tower. Yep, just a little bit. Ezreal's going to take a ton of damage from Draven, but is the Ignite going to be enough? Wow, beautiful heal coming out. And yes, Ezreal gets the kill. Nice job from Janna. Just a beautiful save overall. And they are going to go directly on a Blitzcrank, but Lulu's coming around from the back. That's going to be a Glitter Lance, but it does end up missing. And this is not a good situation for her to be in. Ooh, Lulu does end up picking the kill, though. There's not really much Janna could do. They knew they were going to go for the Ezreal, so Janna was like, you know what, I'm just going to leave now. Throw all my spells, get a little speed up, and that's about it. When she doesn't have an ultimate anymore, it's really difficult to stay into those situations where it's a 3-on-2 or something like that. Ooh, nice grab on Blitzcrank. Gonna go directly on Lee Sin. He's gonna be unable to get out of that completely and nowhere to run to. Caitlyn is now completely cut off by a bunch of members of the blue team. Jayce is running away as fast as possible. The acceleration gate goes down just in the nick of time, and Diana's gonna pick up the kill. Lulu's gonna initiate it beautifully onto the Jayce. Gets the pop-up from her giant growth and gets a nice free-landed Glitter Lance. Lulu's doing a ridiculously good job right now. She is 6-1-2. Now the blue team is going right onto the Baron. This is a pretty early Baron. It's only 17 minutes and 50 seconds. So, I mean, it's at 6,000 HP right now. 5,000? 4,000? Ooh, they could get a nice Blitzcrank grab. That would be awesome. Draven's going to throw out the ultimate. And yes, it will end up killing the Janna, and the blue team takes Baron at the same time. Beautiful play by the blue team, especially that Draven. Shocking. So far at top lane, we have a relatively one-sided match. I mean, Diana's 5-0-2 while Jayce is 0-3-1. Jayce does have about 20 more CS. Yeah, just a little bit over 20, almost 25 CS more. But it's not really going to be enough. Nautilus at the same time, Nautilus and Lee Sin are relatively tied as far as CS goes. But Lee Sin has 3 kills where Nautilus doesn't have anybody. He has 7 assists, which is really, really good. Lulu versus Caitlyn. Lulu's only up by 3 CS, which is kind of surprising, but she's 6-1-3 at the same time, while Caitlyn's 0-3-1. And wow, Janna just gets obliterated by the blue team. Nice grab, and oh, another nice dredge line landing, as well as the moonfall. That is a very peculiar position to be in. Oh, a beautiful grab, and once again, Lulu's going to be able to pick that up. Right now, the red team is down by 6,000 gold, but it's not looking good at all. They're losing a significant amount of the team fights and just getting completely muscled out. Blue team now has 3 towers, while the red team has only taken down 1. Blue team is now going down to the inhibitor tower and the inhibitor. Wow, this is a fairly early inhibitor. And it looks like the red team has given up and just waiting for that 20-minute surrender. Which unfortunately does happen every once in a while, but we never like to see it. Yeah, that's going to be a flash hook. Most likely, yeah, it's a surrender vote. I don't know if that was worthy of a surrender vote. They were definitely getting outplayed, though. There's no denying that. They're staying even in CS, but the kill difference was huge. They're probably very demoralized. So, overall, thanks guys for watching. Congratulations to the blue team, GG to the red team. And if you guys like the videos, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It should be right in the middle of this video, and you can just click on that. But thanks for watching, and make sure if you have any requests for champions or players you want to see to let me know in the comment section below or through a private message. And until tomorrow, guys, peace.